required at this point to have a dual agency consent addendum. That is required for the purchase contract. So it's up to you whether or not you want to get this signed at this point. I like to get them signed. I like to have this conversation up front. I don't want to mislead the seller in any way. I want to have a thorough conversation about this at this point. All right, and then the next paragraph says that ownership, entitle, and authority to sell, and that you just simply certify that you are the owner of the property. Only those named above have title to the property. Seller has the authority to execute this listing, and seller is not a party of any other listing contract. That would be kind of handy sometimes. All sorts of squirrely people out there go, oh, well, I had a listing. Well, did you cancel it? Well, I think so. What do you mean you think so? How did you cancel that listing? Oh, I sent her a text. I think that might not be enough. I think you need to send her an email. And I think you need to just be very clear, very clear and very specific about canceling. And now I need to ask you, what were the terms under which you can cancel? In other words, how many days advance notice do you have to give? Do you have that listing agreement handy? Now I need to double check that this person has canceled this listing and I can be doing this, right? And people are just don't pay attention to details, might not realize some of that, so you just always want to check with that. So that's a good question. This is an exclusive right to sell listing contract, which means that you shall list the property with me only, and that the brokerage firm is entitled to a commission if the if the property is sold by the brokerage firm or the seller. In other words, whether you bring somebody, a friend or an acquaintance or somebody that you know, or whether I do it through the marketing, irregardless, the commission agreement we're about to sign is going to apply to either one of those. So again, I like to make that clear because, okay, later on, it's like, but wait a minute, I brought my friend. Right? And so now they go like, well, why should I pay you when I bring a friend? Well, because I'm going to be doing a lot of marketing. And once I start doing that, I want to know that I have a chance to get paid. If on the other hand, let me just finish my thought. If on the other hand, I can't, if you want to sell to your friend Joe, let's give Joe a chance. Let's put Joe here in our special terms, and if Joe buys the property within the next 2 weeks, no commission. Would that work for you? 2 weeks, I don't know if he's ready. Well, he would be ready to decide. He might not be ready to close, but, well, then how about 3 weeks? Okay, let's give Joe 3 weeks. And then I would write that into my special terms.
And you hold up on marketing?
Yeah, I hold off on, I might not even list it till Joe is done. Yes, ma'am. You just want me to sign something?
No. I need to know where this form is because Lisa feels like that should have Colette's signature on first.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
It says right here.
Just this one thing.
I understand what you're asking for. Where did I get it?
Yeah.
I followed the forms link in the DCCA, which is in there. So why'd you wait a half an hour?
I can't because she's on her way to Kihei. She's going to come back, pick this up, and have Colette sign it.
Well, I'm going to Kihei to go to the class.
Okay.
So I could have Colette sign
Let
it?
me call her real quick. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, okay. Because I can't exactly remember where that
Got you. I so appreciate that.
Thank you, ma'am. All right.